you know, disasters can actually produce this sort of coming together and helping the most vulnerable. You see, it's sad to say that it has to take maybe a disaster to get people to start thinking about the other.
In Haiti, a 7.0 magnitude in only about 10 or so miles.
Coverage of the deadly earthquake in Haiti continues now with AC 360.
Seth, I know you were in Haiti not that long ago. What are the emergency services like?
Bottom line to it is we don't have a clear assessment right now of what the situation on the ground is, what the needs within Port-au-Prince are, how extensive the situation is.
At times it's still quite tough in Haiti. It is shanty towns, there's very little regulation in building, and having public services that just simply don't exist in some areas of the country. You have uneven roads. It can be very difficult in great times to get around Haiti. You can imagine now it's dark, there's dust in the air. Indeed, quite a scary situation.
Si nous te oui, si nous te fait de la de midi, nous te arrivé à midi, il a mouru.
Quand on n'a pas couru là-bas, il a pu passer. Il dit nous sortir dehors quand nous sortir dehors, papa me vient, papa m'a regardé quand là, si va craser, et maman me vient, maman me connaît nous mourir, maman me vient, j'en ai crié, maman m'a crié.
Parce que un bagage vraiment exagéré.
Mais ça va c'est parce que moi, petit pour donner un prix de mille et nous pouvons charger avec moi.
UUSC is doing innovative, groundbreaking work in concert with grassroots organizations. We are different. We search out those left behind in the traditional relief efforts. We are pioneering new ways to support unaccompanied children in the camps. We are helping women protect themselves from violence in the camps, and we are reaching out to thousands who are displaced in the rural areas. UUSC uses an eye-to-eye partnership model that is based on human rights. We understand that in an equal society like Haiti, survivors don't just need food, they need justice.
UUSC's grassroots partner, the Papai Peasant Movement, organizes and empowers small farmers to care for immediate and sustained needs. And in the aftermath of the earthquake, they've been finding ways to integrate many of the survivors who have come to the rural areas, to integrate them into the local economy and the local agricultural production, while at the same time taking care of the environment. Additionally, MIT's D-Lab, Amy Smith and Kofi Taha, met with MPP to train a group of 70 people, including survivors, community leaders, and MPP staff, to create biomass charcoal for fuel and find new ways to harvest water. These simple technologies help relieve the stress on resources due to the influx of people in rural areas. UUSC is working with the Trauma Resource Institute to train 30 community workers in Port-au-Prince and over 30 in the Central Plateau. And they're training in somatic-based trauma response techniques that help people build resilience to trauma and to post-traumatic stress. And once the community workers are trained, they'll be able to teach these techniques in the camps and the clinics and the organizations where they work, helping people deal with the grief and the stress that they still feel.
addition to the generous financial contributions that members and supporters made to the UUSC UUA Relief Fund that supports our work on the ground in Haiti, hundreds of members and supporters joined with Haitians living in the United States prior to the earthquake to help them apply for temporary protective status. Temporary protective status allows people to live and work in the United States without fear of deportation. Hundreds were trained to give free, confidential advice to those filling out this very complicated paperwork. We are continuing to make sure that the voices of Haitians are heard in Washington, D.C. Recently, UUSC, as a part of a coalition of faith-based social justice groups, supported the Congressional Black Caucus's briefing in Washington to promote a Haitian-led recovery. It was the first time Haitian leaders had the opportunity to give direct testimony to U.S. policymakers on their perspective of relief and recovery efforts. Haitians living in Haiti and abroad continue to fight for a just recovery. We will stand shoulder to shoulder with them.